Alright, hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another ASMR Nintendo video. Haven't done one of these in a while because I was really busy doing stuff with like holiday coverage of all the big Nintendo games. But definitely going to take some time out and record a bunch of ASMR videos so they won't be, you know, totally gone for a long time. And if this is your first time watching one of these videos, they're meant to be relaxing and slow-paced, and we just kind of sit back and look through some Nintendo literature, like guidebooks or art books, just stuff like that. So as you can probably tell, this week we are taking a look at the original Japanese guidebook for Mario Party on the N64. So I really like this book. I think it's cool how, it's got all the mini games and the game boards, and it's just really retro, and I think that's why I like it. So let's take a look. And this is actually made by the same publisher as the N64 Animal Crossing game guide. So it should be pretty good. So on the cover, we've got Mario and friends all going crazy with coins and dice and all sorts of stuff. It's really funny to see the old 3D artwork because it looks really bad by today's standards. It's like they were still trying to figure out what these characters would look like in 3D. Luigi's face is fatter. There's Toad. Alright, so it looks like it's starting off with an introduction to all the different characters. You got Mario and Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, Donkey Kong, Wario. And then down here, they show off all the different bad guys that you might encounter on the game boards. And some other characters you might see. Princess Peach looks really particularly strange. I would say Wario is probably the least changed. First few pages will probably be just a lot of introducing you to the basics. Different spaces, talking about how you buy stars with coins. Alright. Here we go. So this is the Donkey Kong board. I really like how there's like a 2-page spread of the boards from like a top-down perspective. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm weird. I like collecting things like this. So this is Donkey Kong's board. I remember this one. This was a pretty good one. This might be the first Mario Party game board I ever checked out. And then on the page following the map, it tells you about all the crazy happenings on that board. So in Donkey Kong's, there is, I believe there's a boulder that can fly through the stage, or well, boulders don't fly, they roll. So I guess it rolls through the stage and can cause some troubles for you. I like that board though. Oh my gosh, guys, this one is definitely one of the best Mario Party boards, I think. Maybe, well, yeah, I think it's one of the best. I have a bunch of fond memories for this one. So, it is Peach's birthday cake, and it's got like all the cool little dolls of the characters. and you kind of make your way up the birthday cake to get the star. And there's also a little, I think it might be over here. This is the little island you can teleport to. But yeah, that's a pretty cool one. And yeah, I remember you had to pay a piranha plant coins, or you had to roll higher than the piranha plant. For some reason, I don't remember liking this one. There must have been something about this one that was a big pain in the butt. I just don't recall exactly. But this is like Yoshi's Tropical Fruit Island, which is really weird that I wouldn't like this because I really love summer and fruit, and I like Yoshi, but I don't know. Maybe if I played it again, I would like it more. It's very colorful. There's a giant fish that can jump through. I think I would rather be on this island than that one. This one's got more grass and palm trees. So it looks like there's a little something going on in the middle where you can get a star. It's weird, I don't have a lot of memories of these early boards. I have basic memories, but not specific ones. Oh yeah, this one I really don't remember. It's for Wario, and it's... Oh yeah, I think of those cannons, the Bob-omb cannons would shoot at you. I don't remember, I don't think I liked that one. Let's see if we can decipher any of this and to find out what happens on Wario's battlefield. Now, I'm pretty sure it was just a whole bunch of shooting the cannons at different islands. And bombs would crash. Oh wow, Bowser even had his own cannon. Oh, so this one is... I believe that this pipe board was like the last one you would unlock, or one of the last ones. A long time ago I had a friend spend the night, and it was like we rented Mario Party, and it was totally new, and we were addicted to it. And he stayed up all night to unlock this board. It's a strange little memory I have of this board. And I remember it wasn't like, this isn't a good board. This one is actually one of the worst, I think, in the original Mario Party. It's very confusing and sort of ugly. Oh, I do remember this one. This is a cool one. As you can see, it takes place in the clouds. I have a fondness for the sky and clouds. So whenever there's like a level in a video game that takes place in the clouds, I always like it. It's a cool one. Some rainbows you can run across. This one is for Mario. Reminds me of that level in Super Mario 64 where you use the wing cap to fly around. This one is obviously Bowser's, but I don't even think I've played this one. It's funny because this map of it, this sort of like overview, looks really good. It's like very detailed. Of course, it's just a 2D image. I'm assuming Bowser does all sorts of evil things on this board. Whoa, he's dead here. Bowser's dead. Wow, there were more boards than I remember. Was this like a tutorial board, or was this an actual board? Let's see. Yeah, I guess that was like an actual. I think that's a special mode. I don't believe that plays like a standard board. Yeah, and then this was the minigame. I think it was like minigame roller coaster or something like that. It's an extra little mode for one player. All right, here we go. Now we are getting into the fun craziness, the mini games. So these are one-player games. This one has you ground pounding the tiles to, I think, try and get a match, like a tic-tac-toe type thing. Got a roulette over here. I think you just hit the exclamation block to stop it. This was a shell game where you had to follow the Koopa Troopa. Like, one of the Koopa Troopas would have coins in his chest, and you had to follow it along and remember where it was. I think that one was fairly easy. Over here, this one was all about trying to figure out which Boo was dancing differently from the rest. And I remember that was like really difficult. To this day, I'm not quite sure how that one works. Neither is this person because they got a miss. Oh, that's right. The very early days of Mario Party were very Japanesey. Like they had a lot of English in them. They eventually got a new announcer. It used to be like some very loud, shrieky Japanese woman. Now it's an American guy. Oh, so the one to the left is really crazy. You have to. This is one of those mini games that would destroy your palm. You would take the analog stick and you would like grind it in a circle to power a light bulb on this little exercise bike, and that would scare away the Boo. But you'd have to go with your palm, and it would just like destroy the inside of your palm. This one you had to jump on piranha plants that would come out of the pipes. Yeah, I guess you would get coins for defeating the piranha plants. That's what it was. So the mini game over to the left is pretty cool. These little colorful butterflies would land on stumps, and you'd have to like jump on top of them, but you didn't want to jump on one of the stumps that was spiky, because that would be very painful on your butt. Trust me, I know these things. Over here, this one was, oh, this was pretty fun. It was like an obstacle course where you had to keep jumping on the pillars, and they would like tilt downward or to the left or to the right based on your weight. That one was really hard from what I remember. But then again, I haven't played that in a long time, and I was probably like 10 years old, so everything is hard to a 10-year-old. Or at least a 10-year-old Joshi. So this one, this was really easy. You just had to jump up and kick the crates to get the treasure chest on the top. Obviously, you don't want to kick the womps. Oh, this is one that I think a lot of people remember and associate Mario Party with. The limbo dance one. You had to bust your back and limbo underneath these gates. That one was pretty cool. I like that one. This is just a very simple pipe game where I think this one was based on luck. It was just you'd drop your treasure chest into the pipes, and or maybe they would do it automatically, and wherever you were standing you would just hope to get the coins. Oh, this one is crazy. You know, it's funny because I think back in the early days of Mario Party, they had you dress up a lot more, like as Fish and Bowser and bowling pins and whatnot. I think that's something they should bring back, the wacky costumes and sticking a character head on some random object. But so this one is, oh, these are, by the way, these are 1 versus 3 player games now, I noticed we just got into. And it also says it here. With the cute little smiley faces. So this one, one player was dressed up like Bowser and had to run around and avoid the other players who were trying to whomp him with a mallet. And when they did that, you would lose coins, and that's not good. This one's easier for the 3 people, I think. Ah, there we go. This is the bowling minigame. One person gets to toss the Koopa shell and control it, and they had to try and knock down all 3 of the other players. It's funny because a lot of people give Mario Party 2 the most credit, I think. When in fact, I think Mario Party 2, while I love it, is the most lazy Mario Party ever. Because a lot of the games in Mario Party 2 were just ported from Mario Party 1. Like that one's in there, and there's several others. Mario Party 2 is great, but it was weirdly like filled with a lot of the same thing. This one was just about jumping up and getting the coin blocks. But one of the players has a mallet, so it's a little bit easier for him. Walking across the tightrope, and the other players are shooting cannons at you in little boats. Again, I think that one was easier for the 1 player than the other 3. Oh, this one is in Mario Party 2. It's a crane game where you had to try and grab the other players. It's better in Mario Party 2 though, because in this one you just have to get one thing. So you would essentially, if you were the crane, you would just grab the treasure chest and that would be enough. But in Mario Party 2 you had to get all 3 of the players. So they did fix that one. This one is Demented. I think this is called Skateboard Scamper. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But Mario here is on a skateboard, and he's trying to run away from the piranha plant, and it starts off really, 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 really tiny, and the other players on top of the rain cloud ground pound to make rain, which waters the piranha plant, which makes him bigger and faster, and he makes it. He wants, basically the piranha plant wants to bite on that player's butt. I think the whole logic behind Mario Party is you want to try and injure another player's butt. Maybe that's just me. So this is a tug-of-war game where one player is really powerful and strong as like a Bowser costume, and the other one's, I'm just realizing a lot of these mini games are pretty evil. Like you're trying to pull each other into the jaws of a giant plant. So it's like a tug-of-war thing. I like it. I like these evil mini games. Oh, look at the little early Koopa. I'm gonna pet him in the eyes. He likes it. So this one is pretty cool. This is one of my favorites. You're paddling down this river, and one player, basically each side of the boat, wants to try and ram it up against the shore so that the shy guy will stab him with a pole, and they'll lose coins to the other player. So that one's really fun. It's terrifying, I remember, because you have to, I mean, whenever you get close to the side, you know that little shy guy is going to be popping up, and it's very haunting. So this one is just coins fall on the giant daisy, and you try to collect them, and if they fall off the side, the other players have these little leaf boats, little leaf canoes, and they get them if you miss them. This is 1 versus 3. Alright, now we are in the two-player minigames, or two versus two-player, I should say. This is a classic, another one that was reintroduced in Mario Party 2. It's a little bobsled run. This one's not as good because you don't have a penguin. In Mario Party 2, it's a penguin, and they, for some reason, textured the penguin's butthole. But here, it's the same thing without the textured butthole penguin. And then over here is you have these little cactus stilts, or not stilts, skis, cactus skis, and you have to press left and right with the analog stick in sync with your teammate to get across the desert, which has a bunch of obstacles. It's a race. It's really fun looking through Mario Party minigames. It's addictive. This one is basketball. You'd have to try and slam dunk it into the little Bowser mouth hoop thingy. Look at Mario. You were dunking a bomb into it. This one is, oh, this is cool. In this one player guided a boat on the water's surface, and the other one was scuba diving for coins, and they were attached via this little rope, so you could only go as far as your partner was letting you. And you had to bring up treasure chests, which were really heavy. And a shark swam by, and you guys know how much I love sharks, so that's a cool minigame. This is the, so this one is also in Mario Party 2. It's a minecart game. And you're just basically jamming on the buttons and leaning on the curves so you don't fall off. It's one that has that's one of the mini games when you play it with friends. There's a whole bunch of shouting and everyone is really exhausted afterwards. I think that's probably something Mario Party is missing these days. New Mario Party games don't have pain, and I think being in pain is what made Mario Party so good. This one is cool. There's a new version of this in Mario Party 3. Well, I mean, it's not really new if it's in Mario Party 3, but in Mario Party 3 you eat a pizza, and in here you were digging through the dirt for treasure. That's a cool one. That's a one that I really like. Another ocean one. Oh, this might be the one where... This may be the one where the shark is. But it's very similar to that other one. You're bringing treasure up from the ocean floor, and the heavier it is, you'll get more coins, but it's much more difficult to bring it to the surface. This one is a bob-omb, like a hot potato game with a bob-omb. You keep throwing it back and forth. And it's always fun because you always get mad at somebody when you play and you just keep throwing it to them. Maybe that's just the way I play, but that one's pretty funny. What's even more crazy is Toad here, because Toad has legs. Look at that. They definitely ditched Toad's little legs, and I think that was for the better. We got a lot more minigames. I do not remember this one at all. I think it... Oh, I do. So you would all be walking around the mushrooms, and when the music stopped, you had to run to the middle mushroom to try and grab the treasure chest. So it's like musical chairs. This one is Crazy Cutters. You had to trace the outline of the shape. That would work good with the gamepad for Mario Party on Wii U. Facelift. Oh man, these are amazing. You just basically had to try and match the face in the middle by pulling the cheeks and noses and eyebrows, and this one's cool because it was different every time. Although actually, I think in Mario Party, the original game here, it was just always Bowser. because these are Bowser. I think these are 4-player Bowser games that we're looking at now. In this one, you had to keep pumping up air into a Bowser balloon until it exploded. I'm not really sure what that one is. I think this was just collect coins out of boxes. This is Skateboard Scamper. You're skateboarding in an obstacle course with a bunch of stuff to avoid. You jump over things. It's a pretty cool one. That one is also in Mario Party 2, but you're in the clouds instead of in the lava. And then this one is cool because you have all these like little sand bricks that you have to punch, and inside of them were coins. So it was everybody was punching them to pieces to get coins. And this one is sort of similar to the skateboarding one. But you're in the clouds and you're just jumping. You're not on a skateboard. That one's sort of hard to survive in. It's tricky. This is one of my favorite Mario Party minigames. The little mushroom, the hexagon-shaped mushrooms would lower into the water. When that would be after though. Toad. So let me start again. Toad here holds up a colored flag, and that will be the only mushroom that doesn't lower into the water. So you have to scamper over to that one, so you don't drown, and it gets faster and faster and faster. Like I say, it's one of my favorites. It's a fun one. This one is incredibly awkward because it's all about getting behind another player and grabbing them and humping the coins out of their sack. I'm always up for a good sack humping. You know me. Oh yes, bumper balls. This is the original bumper balls. Again, later seen in Mario Party 2. In this one they have weird little monster faces, Japanese monster balls. But yeah, that one's about just bumping each other off the island. You know, it's really amazing how the team behind Mario Party doesn't just put that in the game again. Like, clearly that's one we all talk about and love, so just make a whole mode about bumper balls. It's that simple. It's really that simple. This one you would tilt a little tray around, and that would unveil the picture underneath it when the Koopa shell rolled over the little tabs. Huh. I don't recall that little capsule machine in the game anywhere. It's like a gumball capsule thing. This one is Bombs Away. Bowser's pirate ship is firing at this little island. You have to avoid falling off into the drink. Slot car derby racing. I think both of these are in Mario Party 2. And I only keep stressing that because I'm trying to prove my point that Mario Party 2 was the least original in the whole series. But this one's fun. Little slot car thing. Sort of tricky at first. You really need to know how the controls work. Otherwise you'll fly off the track. In this one, you had to play the music when the little icons would scroll across. This is Shy Guy Says, another classic. Shy Guy holds up a white or red flag, and you have to do the same with A or B, I believe it was. But sometimes he'll trick you, like he'll go to hold up the red flag, but then he'll quickly switch to the white one. So Shy Guy is pretty sinister. But again, that is up there when it comes to classic Mario Party minigames. It's one we all remember and love. This one, you've got a glove on a rod, and you are fishing for coins and treasure by throwing it out there, and then you gotta reel it in. Again, another one that would have worked great with Wii Remote and Nunchuck. Cast with your Wii Remote and reel it in with the Nunchuck. This one is weird. This one you have to work together, I think, and you have to bring the key to the front of the stage here without the little Mecha Koopas attacking you and stealing it. This is just a little... this is another one where you work together. I think you bring a light bulb into the stage at the end, and that scares away all the boos. So everybody has to work together to get that done. Hot jump rope, a classic, another classic. Basically just as simple as pressing A and jumping over the jump rope that's made out of fire. Wow, it's a really weird mushroom. Hammer Bro will throw hammers and coins. Obviously, you know which one you want to get. Oh, so this is kind of like Bumper Balls, but it was a little extra mode where you would try to use the bumper ball and go through the maze to the end. Sort of Super Monkey Ball-ish before the game even existed. And that is it. This guidebook cost 838 yen. All right. So I hope you guys found this fun and relaxing. If you liked the video, be sure to favorite it so you can watch it anytime you want to relax and go to sleep. Or anytime you just want to be refreshed on all the classic Mario Party minigames. So we will be back next Sunday with another relaxing Nintendo ASMR video. And until then, I will see you guys next time.